Studio 96. Zaprasza Mateusz Opyrchał.
First of all, congratulations, man, for your debut album. Hi, my name is Insecure. I bet this record means a lot to you. I think this is a great part of your life and like a mission to carry out for other people. I mean, we haven't heard such sincerity in music for a long time. I have to tell you that.
Oh, thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. I mean, yeah, I think that's just something that I've always liked to do with my music is sort of bare my soul a bit. And I don't know, it makes me proud when someone says what you just said about being so open and sincere in music and not hearing that in a while. That's kind of why I do it, you know. It's because I feel like there's a gap that needs to be filled, and I'm quite an emotional, sensitive person, so it works for me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is a real impact on people's lives when you think about this way, this way. What emotions do you feel? I'm so curious. Is it excitement? Is it responsibility for other people? How is it?
I think there's definitely a level of responsibility for other people. It's important as an artist, I think, that I compartmentalize that, because if I spent my whole time feeling that responsibility, it would be quite like emotionally crippling, I think. I don't think I'd be able to do much. But like also there is an excitement of feeling like you're changing people's perspective on and like perception of what mental health is and what good mental health is and healthy mental health. And that's why, as I said before, that's why I do what I do, is because I enjoy that feeling. I enjoy that purpose that I get from when someone comes up to me and says, "Oh, your music's really helped me." That just sort of mends my heart a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's nice.
Is it like you're a therapist for other people?
Yeah, to a certain degree. I've always thought like making my music is sort of like therapy for me. So I can imagine listen to it could be quite therapeutic for other people, and I think like people have described it as that. So I try not to like become an actual therapist where people I digest everyone's feelings all the time, like personally. But I mean, that happens as well, and I'm always open to talk. I love speaking through stuff with my friends and even with fans sometimes. Like I like to hear their stories and how it's helped. But mostly, I think on the record, that's my job. Yeah, definitely to a certain degree.
Yeah, I love the sentence you said one day, that when you share the problem, it's half a problem for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing.
A problem shared is a problem halved. Yeah, that's something I've always fully believed in. I think we build up these things in our heads so much when we're walking around day to day. Say, I don't know, like perhaps you're stressed about money, or you're anxious about something, or you're even depressed, or anything like that. And if you like internalize that and keep that inside, you become like a big ball of just stress and whatever emotion it is that you're feeling. And I honestly think it's like you're a balloon, right? And you keep blowing up and up and up. And if you can either keep blowing up and up and up until you eventually just explode.
Yeah.
Or someone can just slowly deflate you. You know what I mean? If you speak to someone, you're sort of like, you're almost like a deflating balloon. You're like, oh, I feel a little bit better just knowing that someone else knows I feel like this. You know?
Yeah, it's like give me some air from that balloon. I'm gonna carry that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you write a lot about depression and mental health, especially according to men, because this is a great topic those days. What do you think about our awareness these days? Is it getting better? Because in Poland, I think it's getting better. Hopefully,
I think it is as well. Yeah, I think it's starting to be treated like a truly important thing. And some I mean, when I was a kid, I wasn't taught about it whatsoever. I had no concept of what it was really until I went through my own stuff, and I was like, this just doesn't. I don't feel like the same person I was like 6 months ago. Why is that? And why do I feel so like I can't sit still? And why do I get so low sometimes? and like, why is it that I just don't want to eat today, or why is it like, you know? And then I started realizing, and it was about that time where I felt the public's perception of mental health was shifting, and definitely in the UK. But the problem is, there's still a stigma for, I think, a lot of men. Um, I think here in the UK, I think um, the biggest killer in men under 40 in the UK is suicide, which I think is like a horrible statistic, and
Yeah.
one that I really, really, truly want to change. I know I know so many people who've lost people. I've lost people myself, and you know, I think it's something that we need to keep track on. But I think the constant conversation is becoming a lot more part of casual conversation. It's not like oh, we shouldn't talk about this anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the key is to open up, as you said. So
100%.
as you also sing in your songs, to open up and share that problem, because we were meant to be strong, I think, thinking about men, but it's not. This is not the point.
No, I think the thing is, like, if you look back, like, historically on humanity, you know, like back even like 100 years ago, you know, we had these roles that we had to fulfill. You know, men went out and made the money and got and did the work, and women would stay home and make the food and blah 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 and raise the children. Like, we don't live in that world anymore. You know what I mean? And I think men now, because we're things are constantly evolving and changing in society. I think men just have a really hard time. I mean, I'm coming from my own perspective. I find it. I have a hard time trying to fit into. I'm trying to figure out what mold I fit into, because we all want to fit in to a certain degree. And I think that's when I'm almost sometimes around certain people I feel like I can open up, and then certain people I feel like I can't. You know.
Yeah.
I just want men to feel less lonely in their feelings, really, mainly, because I think that's still a thing that really we need to cut that out somehow. Those statistics that are just so awful, you know.
And honestly, I have to tell you that it's good to see you smiling and happy when you're with your fans, because you've been a lot through other things, like your dad passed away, your friend passed away. By the way, is that the cross? Is that your father's cross?
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't taken it off since. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was robbed. My house was robbed before I went on tour with my friend Miles in America. And a few days before, I got a call from the police saying that one of the pawnbrokers that I went to, like one of the one of the pawn shops that I checked into, like they checked in with, they'd got the cross and my guitar, which was insane.
I think that's the
I've been
sign from
smiling ever
heaven.
since, honestly. I never thought I'd see this again. So yeah.
Oh my God, I think that's a sign from heaven. I think that your father leads you. Yeah.
I think I actually agree with you, man. It felt like a 1 in a million sort of chance to actually find this again, because I thought whoever got it would like pick it up and realize it wasn't really worth any sort of monetary value and just leave it. But for some reason they kept it, and I'm so glad that they did, because they had tried to sell it off to a pawnbroker, and yeah, the police. Everyone was aware of this cross. This was too hot to handle, you know what I mean? So I put the thing up on social media. So yeah, I was just really happy to get it back.
I know. It's happy to see you smiling, in a good shape, man. Please tell me about your past, about the time you were basking on the street, and when you think about that period of your time, what do you think about that small Sam now? Are you proud of him?
I think he'd be really proud of me, actually. And I think that's because where I come from like a bit of a rural part of the UK where not a lot really happens, and I think not a whole lot is really expected of you, especially in a creative sense. So I think he would struggle to believe the things that we've managed to do. But also, like, I always think that he is still leading everything that I do now. Like he's still in here and he's making all the decisions, or here, whichever side of the heart is. I think it's this side. He's still leading all the conversations and like leading all the he's making all the decisions. Because I do it for him, you know what I mean? I do it for the kid with a dream, you know what I mean? I still am the kid with a dream, even at 27. So I think he'd be really proud, and I'm proud of him for going through everything that he's gone through. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Which song of your new album, your debut album, hits the most? The small sum also on stage.
I think it's Phones in Heaven, or maybe Lose It All, or Time Will oh, actually no, See Me. It's See Me. Yeah, I think it's See Me. God, there's so many. I was just thinking like, oh yeah, it's this. No, it's this. I think it's See Me. Live as well, like when you hear it live, like, everyone sings it and it just feels so, that song's all about feeling so lonely that you're scared to open up to someone. And like, I don't know, hearing everyone sing those lyrics back feels like, I don't know, it feels like I achieved something really great with that, you know? It's cool.
Is there a song which scares you the most to sing because has a lot of emotions and you don't know how you react on stage?
Yeah, there is. There's a song called Little Boy, which isn't on the album, which is something I wrote this year. That's about my father, and it's one that I feel like I want to play, but some nights I'm like, oh, sometimes it's just a bit, it depends on the day whether I'm going to play it or not. I sort of change my mind sometimes, but yeah, that. But if we're talking about the album, maybe Phones in Heaven has that effect because it just makes me think of my dad, and it's still only it's coming up to a year now, but like it's still technically less than a year since he went. So like trying to like just compartmentalize all those emotions I feel and get on stage and sing about it. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But it's still like therapeutic when I manage to get through it, you know what I mean? So
we're gonna get through it with you, man, on stage in Poland.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. It's my first headline in Warsaw ever.
I know. Have you been there like private or
I've been to Warsaw to do an opening for the Kid Leroy earlier this year.
Yeah,
which
I know,
was awesome.
but just for the journey for yourself.
No, I haven't actually. I actually haven't. But I got to spend a lot of time I got to spend like a day in Warsaw, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
One last question, Sam. Have you ever thought if TikTok was so popular at the time you were posting covers on the internet like a couple of years ago, if the TikTok was those days so popular, the success would have come faster for you, or it is like?
I think I'm glad that I got in before TikTok, like just a couple years, like with YouTube and stuff and those things. I'm glad that I got in before TikTok because I actually think I would have found it really hard at that age to find the confidence to do it because I would have been surrounded by so many people doing the same thing as me.
I know.
But I would like to think that yes, it would have always worked out, and maybe it would have worked out quicker, and maybe I would have been more successful or whatever like that. But I think thinking like that that's a really great question. No one's asked me before, and I often think about it a lot. But I'm kind of glad that it didn't because I think my journey that I've had, it's been nice that it's just been slowly gradual because it hasn't gone like this and this. It's been just slowly just going up like that. And I'm like so proud of that journey, you know? So yeah.
Everything needs time, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
We love you on all of the streams, on YouTube, on TikTok, on stage, on CD, on vinyl, by the way.
Yes.
Sam, thank you so much for your time. See you in Poland.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
Yes, man.
Be good and be strong.
Cheers, man. See you later, bro.